Hello, everybody, and welcome to the channel. We got the final game of this two-game series between the Twins and Devil Rays. Leading off for the Twins, batting, playing second is Knobloch, batting second, playing first base is Carew, batting third, playing center field is Puckett, batting fourth, playing third base is Killebrew, batting fifth, playing left field is Heisel, batting sixth, playing right field is Hunter, batting seventh on the catching is Beatty, batting eighth, playing shortstop is Versells, and on the mound, batting ninth is Santana for the hometown Tampa Bay Devil Rays. Leading off, playing center field is Upton. Batting second, playing short is Bartlett. Batting third, playing first base is Pena. Batting fourth, playing second base is Zobrist. Batting fifth, playing third base is Longoria. Batting sixth, playing left field is Baudelli. Batting seventh, playing right field is Wynn. Batting eighth on the catching is Hall. And on the mound, batting ninth, leading the American League with a 0 ERA is David Price. Let's get down here to the field and get this game started. And to lead it off here for the Twins is Chuck Knobloch batting 170 with 2 homers and 6 RBIs. And like I said, David Price making his third appearance. He's 1-1 with a 0 ERA, folks. 3 unearned runs is how you lose a game. Let's bring that up. No earned run, and you're still only 1-1. Let's take a look here. As you can see, he lost the game back there on the 7th to the Tigers with 3 unearned runs being scored, folks. And he beat them same Tigers with a 5-hit shutout. Now he's going up against the Twins, and here's the pitch to Knobloch. And that's going to be a swing and a miss, and David starts the game off with a strikeout. 1 up and 1 down here in the top of the first. And now you got Rod Carew, who's batting 260, a homer and 3 RBIs. And that's going to be a rare play, 36 and 44. And that's going to be hit down the short. Bartlett down there on 55 and an 8. That's not going to be good. 55 and an 8. Going to be fielding column 3, and that's going to be a single through short. Carew gets the 1-out hit down at first. And that brings up Kirby Puckett now. And Puckett's batting 235 with 2 homers and 8 RBIs. Here's the pitch to Puckett. And we drop the dice. Make this an official game. And that ball is well hit by Puckett. All of a sudden, David Price might be giving up his first earned run of the year here, folks. Let's see where this ball is going to land at. Carew with great speed down at first. And that's going to be a double in the right field. Or double in the left field, rather. Yeah, double in the left field. And Carew's probably going to, Carew's going to stop at third. So that's a double. And he still hasn't given up an earned run yet. Now you got Killebrew up second and third and nobody out. They will play back, not trying to give up the big inning here with 1 out. Killebrew is batting 250. He does have 5 homers and 10 RBIs on the year. And here's the pitch to Killebrew. And that's going to be against the lefty of 15 and a 9. And that's going to be a pop up down the short. Bartlett makes the catch. And now there is 2 down. And it's going to take a 2-out hit to get the first earned run against Price. As Killer Brew can't deliver, and Larry Heisel's up now. Larry's batting .083, folks. He is 2 for 24. His 2 hits have been doubles. No homers and no RBIs. Can Larry get a base hit here and drive in maybe 2 runs and put Tampa Bay up, the Twins up 2-0? And that's going to be against the lefty, an 18. And that is a fly ball out the right field. Wynn makes the run and catch. And Price, second and third, 1 out. Gets out of it with nobody scoring. Twins leave 2. We go to the bottom of the first. Twins nothing. Tampa Bay coming to bat with Upton, Bartlett, and Pena. And BJ's batting .167 with 2 homers and 4 RBIs. And this is Santana's 3rd appearance. He's 1-1 with a 6.75 ERA. Here's the pitch to Upton. And that's going to be a ground ball down the Carew. Rod Carew picks it up, takes it himself. And there's 1 down. And Jason Bartlett comes up batting .209 with a homer and 5 RBIs. And that's going to be a pop-up down the short. And that'll be out number 2. 2 up and 2 down here in the first. And Carlos Pena comes up batting .225 with 3 homers and 6 RBIs. And he gets a hold of this one, folks. I'd ball is high. I'd ball is far. Forget about it. Carlos hits his 4th homer of the year. Puts Tampa Bay up 1-0 with a 2-out homer. And now Ben Zobrist's up batting .250 with a homer and 2 RBIs. And that's going to be a fly. Nope, that's going to be a swing and a miss. Santana comes back and strikes him out. But the solo homer by Pena puts Tampa Bay up 1-0. We go to the top of the second. Hunter, Beatty, and Vercel do up. Torrey batting .095. He is 2 for 21. He has a double and a homer in his 2 hits with 1 RBI. Here's the pitch to Torrey. And that ball is high. How far is this one going to go, folks? And that ball is out of here. Torrey Hunter has now tied this game up with a home run of his own. And it is 1-1. The ball looks like it's carrying here in Tampa Bay today. So Tampa Bay leaves home, and they'll go on the road to take on the Angels. And then for 4 games and then go to Texas. And Beatty's up. Beatty's batting .111. No homers and 1 RBI. And that's going to be a base on balls. And that was Price's first earned run of the year, folks, that he gave up with the Torrey Hunter homer. And now Beatty's down at first. And Zorro Vercel's up, batting .278 with no homers and 1 RBI. And that's going to be a pop-up. Nope, that's going to be a pop-up down the third. Longoria makes the catch, and there's 1 down. And Santana's going to come up and try to bunt Beatty down the second. Santana says he don't need no stinking DH, batting .667, folks. No homers and 1 RBI. And that's going to be a nice bunt. That is bunted back to the mound. Price is up with it. And he'll fire over to first with Zobrist fielding it. And that'll be a 1-4 put out. But the runner gets down the second now with 2 outs. And you got Knobloch, who was a strikeout victim his first time up. And that's going to be a base on balls. So now you got first and second and 2 outs for Rod Carew. And he singled his first time up. Rod delivered here. Beatty, not much speed down there at second. And that's going to be a base on balls. Price has walked. The base is loaded. Definitely not his best outing of the year. Yeah, he's lucky to still be in this game. Bases full of Twins. Beatty at third. Non-block at second. Carew at first. Got Speed on second and first. And Speed at the plate and Puckett. And Puckett delivered a double his first time up. Can he do it again and bust this game open? He gets a hold of this one, folks. And see where this ball is going to land at. And that's going to be a double in the left center field. And that's definitely going to score two. Let's see if Carew can score from first. That ball was hit hard. That ball was hit high. That ball was hit in the deep center field. Upton's out there. And Carew's got great speed. And he's going to score with no throw. So that's a 3 RBI double. And it is now a 4-1 ball game. And Price has gotten lit up here in the second. And now you got Killebrew up with a runner down at second and 2 outs, leading by 3. Can they add to this lead? Killebrew 0 for 1. He popped up with second and third, remember. Here's the pitch to Killebrew, and that's going to be a base on balls, and them base on balls are starting to add up. That's number 4 for Price, and it is killing him, folks. He's only given up 4 hits, but he's walked 4, and Larry Heisel comes up now. They go out and talk to Price and tell him, come on, man, with your shit. Just throw it over the plate as Ken Castro joins us here today. Price came into this game pitching 2 shutouts and has given up 4 runs here in the second. Larry Heisel 0 for 1. And that's going to be against the lefty. 18. And that'll be popped up down the short. Bartlett makes the catch near the mound. That'll finally end the inning. But the Twins score 4. 3 of them on the RBI double and lead this game 4-1. You got Longoria, Baldelli, and Wynn due up here in the bottom of the second. And Longoria is batting .200 on the year with 2 homers and 4 RBIs. And he gets a hold of this. This ball is flying today, folks. And that's going to be hit down the third baseline. And Longoria has a lead-off double to start the top of the bottom of the second. Either one of these pitchers has got their best stuff, it looks like. So runner in scoring position, nobody out. And Baldelli's up. He is struggling, to say the least. 0 for 15, folks. No homers and no RBIs. And he continues. That's a fly ball out the right field. And Torrey Hunter's got a rocket out there for an arm. Let's see here. That'll be a 41 and a 3. Should be fielding column 1. And let's see. We re-roll a die here. That's going to be a 31. Yeah, he ain't going nowhere. A single probably scores him. So that's a fly ball to right. Runner still down at second. And Wynn's up. And Randy, he is also struggling. No wonder poor Tampa Bay is 3-8. Wynn 0 for 15. No homers and no RBIs. And that's going to be a ground ball down the first. 45 and a 3. That's going to be fielding column 2. And that's going to be a line drive right at Crew. Longoria stays put, doesn't get doubled off. Now there's 2 down. As Clinton Park joins us here. Oh, that's cool. Ken Castro said he covered Baldelli when he was in high school. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Now there's 2 outs and Longoria still down at second. And Toby Hall's up. And Toby's off to a good start. Batting .438 with a homer and 1 RBI on the year. Can he deliver here? Nope. That's a lazy fly ball out to Larry in left field. He makes the catch. And the leadoff double goes nowhere. We go to the top of the third. It's still a 4-1 ball game. And we got Hunter, Beatty, and Vercel due up. Torrey, he had that solo homer his first time up. That's going to be a deep fly ball out the right field. Wind going back near the track makes that catch. That ball is traveling today, folks. That's one down. Earl Beatty's up. He walked and came around the score back in the second. And that's going to be a ground ball down the short. And Bartlett bobbles that one, folks. That's going to be an E6. And you can see the Twins' upcoming schedule. They're going to go home, play the Seattle Mariners for 4 games, and then they go on the road out to Oakland. So now you got a runner down at first and 1 out, and old Zorro is 0 for 1 today. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Price strikes him out. Tony Price's second strikeout of the game to go with the 4 walks. And now Santana, like I say, had a sacrifice bunt, but he's hitting 667 on the year, folks. Can he deliver here with 2 outs? So we don't need no stinking DH, but that's a swing and a miss, and Price gets back-to-back strikeouts to end the top of the third. Twins strand 1. We go to the bottom of the third. It's Price due up, followed by Upton, and then Bartlett rather. Sure, we'll get this right. And David is batting 200. He says he don't need a stinking DH either. No homers and no RBIs. And that ball is well hit. That ball is driven into right field. Hunter gets over. It's going to hold Price to a single. Like I say, we don't need no stinking DH here. And that gets us back to the top of the order. And B.J. Upton, he's 0 for 1 today. And that's going to be a 2 balls and no strike count on BJ. Here's the 2-0 pitch. And he gets a hold of the 2-0 pitch. Like I say, this is turning into a slugfest. And that ball is driven into the gap in right field. And with Price speed, he's going to stop at third. So now you got second and third, still nobody out. And with a 3-run lead, they'll play back. Try to get some outs here. Carew is 0 for 1 today. He popped up the short his first time up. Yeah, Carew's up. Man, what am I doing? It's going to be Bartlett up. And Bartlett popped up the short his first time up. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Big strikeout by Santana. Now there's 1 down. And Carlos comes to the plate. Carlos, he hit that homer his first time up to give Tampa Bay the 1-0 lead. And that's going to be against the lefty. That'll be a 21. And that's going to be a base hit over first base in the right field. Let's see if Upton can score. Hunter's got a hell of an arm out there. So that'll be a 46. Yeah, 46. We don't have Carew's speed on there, do we? Upton is a 16. So at 25, they're going to send him. 25, a 51 or lower. And he's in there, so that's a 2 RBI single. And that makes it a 1-run ball game. And a runner still at first. 1 down for Ben Zobrist. We had the pitch and duel in the first game, and now we got a slugfest here in game number 2. Zobrist is 0 for 1, struck out his first time up. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Santana gets him on strikes. That's his 3rd strikeout. And that brings up Longoria now. And he doubled his first time up. That's going to be a ground ball down the second. 5 and a 9. So we'll be fielding column 1. Nice play down there by Knobloch. Gets to the ball. Nice dive and stop. Gets up, throws out Longoria. But Tampa Bay scores 2. Makes it 4-3 as we go to the top of the 4th with the top of the order due up here. Knobloch, Carew, and Puckett. And Chuck is 0 for 1. He did walk his last time up and came around the score. He's yet to put the ball in play. He has struck out and walked. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Upton in center field. And that'll be one down here in the fourth. Here comes Rod Carew up now. He's 1 for 1. He's walked. This last time up and came around the score. And that's going to be a ground ball down to his counterpart at first. Pena takes it himself. And there's quickly 2 down here in the fourth. Here comes Kirby Puckett, who is 2 for 2, 2 doubles, and 3 RBIs. And that's a swing and a miss. Puckett strikes out. And the side's retired in order. To the bottom of the fourth we go in a 4-3 game. Bodelli, Wynn, and Hall due up here for the Rays. And he's 0 for 1. Bodelli flew out the right his first time up. And that's going to be a fly ball out the left field. Larry makes the catch. And now there's 1 away. And Randy Wynn comes to the plate. 1 out, nobody on. He lined the ball hard right at Carew. Carew made a nice catch. Take a hit away from him his first time up. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. 2 quick outs here in the fourth. And Toby Hall comes to the plate. 0 for 1, flew out the left. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Killebrew. And an easy 1-2-3 inning for Santana. To the top of the fifth we go. With the Twins hanging on to a 1-run lead. You got the big boys coming up. Killebrew, Hyson, and Hunter. And Killebrew 0 for 1. He did walk his last time up. And that's going to be a rare play, a 39 and a 41. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Strike 1 on Killebrew. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And that's going to be a ground ball down the Zobrist. Easy play for out number 1. And Larry Heisel comes to the plate. He's 0 for 2, flew out and popped up. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Pena. He takes it himself, and there's quickly 2 down here in the fifth. And Torrey Hunter comes to the plate. And he's 1 for 2 with a homer in this game. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Price strikes him out. And that ends the 5th inning. Bottom of the 5th we go. Speaking of Price, he'll lead it off here, and then we're back to the top of the order. And Upton and Bartlett and Davids 1 for 1 came around the score in the 3rd. And that's going to be a ground ball. Nope, that's going to be a swing and a miss. Nope, that's a ground ball. Don't doubt yourself. That's a ground ball down the 2nd for out number 1. BJ comes up now. He's 1 for 2. He doubled and came around the score in the 3rd. And he drives this ball down the first baseline, goes the other way with it. And that's going to be a 1-out double by Upton. And now you got a runner down in scoring position. Time run at second. Go ahead run at the plate. And Jason Bartlett's up. He's 0 for 2. A strikeout victim his last time up. And not this time. Jason gets a hold of this. Like I said, this ball's flying today. And that's going to be a double in the right field. And a double in the left field. And that's going to tie this ball game up. It's 4 apiece. Now you got Pena up with the go-ahead run down at second. In a 4-4 game, and Carlos is a perfect 2 for 2. A homer and 3 RBIs. Drove a solo homer and a 2-run double. And that's going to be a ground ball. That's a swing and a miss. Big strikeout by Santana. Now there's 2 down. And Ben Zobrist is up. Ben's 0 for 2. He has struck out both times. Can Santana get the hat trick here? And that's going to be a fly ball out to center field. Puckett ranges to his right, makes the catch, and that'll do it. But the RBI double makes it a 4-4 game. We go to the top of the sixth. You got the bottom third due up here. Beatty, Versells, and Santana. And Earl 0 for 1. He has reached base both times. He's walked, came around the score, and reached on an error his last time up. That's going to be a lazy fly ball out the right field. Wynn waits on it, makes the catch, 1 down. And Versells, he's 0 for 2. He struck out his last time up. And that's going to be a fly ball out to center field. BJ's got it. 2 fly balls, 2 outs. And it's up to Santana to get something going here. He's 0 for 1, a strikeout victim his last time up. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Ben. Over to Pena, and that's a 1-2-3-6. To the bottom of the sixth we go. You got Longoria, Baldelli, and Wynn due up. You see the team comparisons. Minnesota's 506-6 with 55 runs, 15 homers, 2 stolen bases have been called 3 times. Tampa Bay 3-8, 38 runs, 13 homers, no stolen bases have been caught once. Longoria 1 for 2 with a double today. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Larry and left, 1 down. And Baldelli's up now. And he's 0 for 2, flown out to both corners, left and right. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Carew. 2 outs here in the bottom of the sixth. Can Randy Wynn get something started here? Wynn looking for his first base hit. He's 0 for 2 today, 0 for 17. And that's going to be against the lefty. 12. And that's going to be a nice play down at short by Zorro. And he just took the hit away. And that's the luck Randy Wynn's having, folks. Hits the ball hard, but Zorro makes a play. And that'll end the inning. To the top of the seventh we go in a 4-4 game. The top of the order due up here for the Twins. Knobloch, Carew, and Puckett. Chuck 0 for 2. He did walk and came around the score. And that's going to be a base on balls. The Twins will take it. Go ahead and run down at first for Rod Carew. Carew is 1 for 2 today. He has walked and came around the score also. And that's going to be a ground ball down the second. 55 and an 8. That's going to be fielding column 2. And they'll get Knobloch out at second, but they can't turn 2. So now you got Carew down at first, and Puckett up. And Kirby's having one hell of a game. He's 2 for 3 with 2 doubles and 3 RBIs. He did strike out his last time up, though. And that's going to be hit down the third. And that's going to be a swing and a miss, rather. He strikes him out. So back-to-back strikeouts for Puckett with runner on. Now there's 2 outs for Killebrew. Killebrew is 0 for 2 today. And he's going to be 0 for 3. That's a ground ball down to Ben. He fires over to first. And they strand a runner down at second. First, we go to the 7th inning stretch. It's a 4-4 game. You got Hall due up. Have a pitch hitter for Price. And then BJ. And Hall is 0 for 2 today. He has flown out and grounded out. And that's going to be a ground ball down the Knobloch. He throws it over to Carew. And there's 1 down. Like I say, that'll be it for Price. See who's going to come out of the bullpen and who's going to come out of the dugout. First, the dugout. Let's see who's going to pitch hit for him. Most of the righties are already in the game. And he got one true righty, Cantu, is going to come out. No, we'll go with Lugo. Lugo's going to come out. So Lugo's going to come off the bench here. Try to get something started with 1 out and nobody on. Lugo is 0 for 4 looking for his first hit of the year. Here's the pitch from Santana, and that's going to be a ground ball down the knob block. And that'll be out number 2. So now there's 2 outs and we're back to the top of the order in BJ. And BJ is having a good game. He's 2 for 3, 2 doubles, and has scored twice. Scored his last time up in the 5th. And he gets a hold of this one. That ball is high. That ball is far. Kiss it goodbye. And there's the tie-breaking run. BJ Upton with his 3rd home run of the year makes it a 5-4 ball game. And now Jason Bartlett's up. He's 1 for 3 with a double and an RBI his last time up. And that's going to be a fly ball out left field, out the right field, rather. Hunter makes the catch, and that'll end the inning. But BJ with that solo homer gives the Tampa Bay Rays a 5-4 lead. Let's see who's going to come out of the bullpen here. We got some righties coming up. I think Alex is going to come out of the bullpen. Alex will come out of the bullpen, and then Grant will probably come out for the 9th. So Alex will come out here in the 8th. They got a good bullpen. Tampa Bay does. That's for sure. It's one thing they do have is a good bullpen. This is Alex's 4th appearance. No record with a 1.93 ERA. He's got Heisel, Hunter, and Beatty due up. And Larry's 0 for 3 today. And that's going to be a pop-up down the second. And Zobrist makes the catch, and there's 1 down. Brings up Torrey Hunter now. And Torrey's 1 for 3 with a homer in this game. He struck out his last time up. And that's going to be another swing and a miss. Hunter goes down for the 2nd time on strikes. Now there's 2 down. And Earl Beatty comes to the plate. He's 0 for 2. He did reach on an error and walk and came around to score. And that's going to be a base on balls. And now we got a decision to make. Do we pitch run for Earl? I don't think we do that yet. He's down at first. If he makes it down the 2nd, we'll pitch hit run for him. And Vorsel's 0 for 3. Can he do something here and keep this merry-go-round going? And he does, folks. And not pitch running might just cost them the run here. That ball is driven into the gap in right field. Let's see here with 2 outs. Actually, that's going to be hit in the left field with 2 outs. And Baldelli's got a cannon out there. That'll be a 45. And they're going to have to stop Earl at 3rd. So that's a double in the left. And now you got 2nd and 3rd. And that'll be it for Santana. Let's see who's going to come out of the bullpen and the dugout. And where is... We should have pitched run for him. Yep, because that's who's going to pitch hit. Joe Meyer's going to come out and pitch it. We should have pitched run for him. Didn't do a good job with that. Joe's going to come out and pitch hit. So Joe's going to come out here and pitch hit. And do we walk him and pitch the knob block? And that's what they're going to do. They're going to walk Joe, intentionally walk Joe, and pitch the knob block with the bases loaded. So Joe walks on down to first. Knob block comes out. Twins everywhere you look. Everywhere you look. Beatty at third. Purcell at second. Joe at first. Knobloch at the plate. Knobloch is 0 for 2. He has walked twice. And here's the pitch. And that's going to be against the righty. That'll be a 23. And that is a pitch. And that's going to be a single over third base. Nice job by Knobloch. Says you're going to walk somebody and pitch to me. And that's going to score Purcell easily. Question is, will Joe get down the third rather, and he's going to stop at second. That's an RBI, 2 RBI double, single, blah, 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 over third. So that gives the Twins a 6-5 lead, folks. Chuck Knobloch delivers here. Now you got Carew up with first and second and 2 outs. And Alex can't get out of this inning, folks. And Carew is 1 for 3. He has walked and came around the score. And that's going to be a fly ball out the win. Actually, that's a swing and a miss. Alex strikes him out, but the 2-run single by Knobloch makes it 6-5 as we go to the bottom of the 8th. You got Pena, Zobrist, and Longoria. He's going to come out of the bullpen here for the Twins. I don't think they got a lefty in the bullpen. They got Perkins in the bullpen. Pena and Zobrist due up. So they're going to bring in Perkins. If you're going to bring Perkins in the game, now's the time. So Perkins is going to come in the game here. Let's see here. Let's see. Do we make some changes and do a double switch? Joe can come in and play first. Joe's going to come in and play first. And he's going to bat in the 9 hole. He'll bat in the 9 spot. Wait a second. How we want to do this? Okay. Joe's going to come in and play first. And he'll bat in Beatty's spot. That's what we'll do. Perkins will come in and bat. Let's look at this. Take a look here. So Joe can stay in the game and catch. Perkins will come in and he'll bat in Carew's spot. So Perkins comes in, bats in Carew's spot. Joe will come in. And do we bring in... He stays there. And he'll catch. Joe will stay in and catch. And then Justin will come in and bat in Beatty's spot and play first. That's what we'll do. All right, that shores up the defense. So, shores up the defense. And we're ready to go here. And who's catching? Joe's catching. Justin's going to catch. So Joe's going to catch. They put him at first. There we go. Now we're set. So we got a new battering mates. Perkins on the mound, Joe behind the plate, and Justin staying in the game and playing first. And we're ready now with the Twins leading 6-5. Perkins on the mound. This is his 5th appearance. No record with a 4.15. Pena at the plate, and I don't think we're going to pitch it for Pena. Maybe we will. And Pena is going to bat for himself. Pena is 2 for 3 with a homer and 3 RBIs. He struck out his last time up, and that's going to be a base on balls. So here we go. Tying run down at first. Go ahead, run at the plate. And Ben Zobrist is up in a 6-5 ball game. Ben's 0 for 3. He has struck out twice and flown out. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Perkins strikes him out for out number 1. You see the team comparisons. In the Twins, with 81 strikeouts, they've walked 34 batters, giving up 28 doubles and 7 triples. Tampa Bay, 86 strikeouts, 30 walks, giving up 24 doubles and 3 triples. Runner down at first, 1 out. Longoria is 1 for 3 with a double in the game. And that's going to be a 2 balls and no strikes. Perkins having trouble finding the strike zone. And that's going to be against the lefty, a 17. And that's going to be a ground ball down the short. Can they turn 2? They get the runner out at second, but unable to turn the double play. That'll be a 6-4 put out. Now there's 2 outs, and Baldelli's up. And he is 0 for 3 today. He's flown out the left and right and grounded out. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Hunter. He makes the catch, and the leadoff walk doesn't hurt him. We go to the top of the 9th. It's a 6-5 ball game. You got Beatty due up. Sorry, you got Puckett due up. I didn't take Beatty out. You got Puckett due up, Killebrew, and Heisel due up. And Kirby's 2 for 4, 2 doubles and 3 RBIs. And are they going to let Alex pitch against these righties? They are. They're going to let Alex try to finish this off here. And that's going to be a base hit in the right field. Puckett's aboard, and that's going to be it for Alex. Can't afford to give up any more runs here. See who's going to come in. And Hernandez is going to come in. And he'll just try to get through this 9th inning. Alex was due up 3rd, but that's going to be it for him. Hernandez will come in the game. And Hernandez, this is his 5th appearance. He's 0-1 with a lofty 8.1 ERA. Puckett down at first, nobody out, and Killebrew. Oh, thank you, buddy. Appreciate it, Clinton. And Killebrew's 0 for 3. He hasn't walked in this game. And that's going to be a 39. Back to the mound, a 43 and a 1 is probably fielding column 1. And it is. That's going to be a rare play. So we'll re-roll the dice. A 34 and a 39. And that's going to be a 34 and a 39. That's going to be hit down the short. Jason's down there. And a 25 and an 8 should be fielding column 1, I would think. And it is. That's going to be out at first, runner to second. So that's the old 6-3 put out. Now you got a runner in scoring position now with 1 out. In a 6-5 ball game, they can't afford to give up any more runs, I don't think. Now you got Larry up. Heisel is 0 for 4. Can he deliver here with Puckett with great speed down there at second? And that's going to be against the righty, a 17. And that's going to be a single in the left field. And with 1 out, I don't think he's going to be able to score here. Not with, nope. He's going to stop at third. That's a single in the left. Now you got runners on the corners. It's going to force Tampa Bay to bring the infield in. Torrey Hunter's got a homer in this game. He's 1 for 4, but he has struck out his last 2 times up. And that's going to be a 17. And that's going to be a base hit. That's an infield hit up the middle. Bartlett makes a nice stop, but can't get anybody out. That's going to score the run, and now it is a 7-5 ball game. First and second, and 1 out. They're just nickel and diamond Hernandez. And Justin comes up for the first time in the game after coming in on the double switch. He's only batting 143, no homers and 2 RBIs. And that's going to be a ground ball down the third. And they'll get the runner out at second. The other runner will get the third. But Justin's able to beat the throw. So that'll be a 5-3, 5-4 put out. Now you got first and third. And old Zorro comes to the plate. He is 1 for 4. He has doubled and came around to score his last time up. And that's going to be against the righty, a 19. And that's going to be a fly ball out to left field. Bodelli makes the catch, but 1 run comes in. It's a 7-5 ball game as we go to the bottom of the 9th. And Nathan is going to come in here and try to shut the door on Tampa Bay. He'll be facing the bottom third of the order up here now. Canceled that, put him in the right spot. Did all this switching around, put him in the right spot. He's going to be batting, what, second. Or we could, nope, he's going to bat second. In the 2-hole. And this is Nathan's 5th appearance of the year. He has 2 saves with a 1.93 ERA. And like I say, he'll have Wynn, maybe Hall, and a pitch hitter for Hernandez. We may pitch hit for Hall. So Wynn's up. He is 0 for 3. He is 0 for 18 on the year. To say the least, he is due. And nope, that's going to be a ground ball down the knob block. He fires over to first, and there's one out. Let's see now if we're going to pitch hit here for Hall. Navarro is going to come out of the dugout. He's going to pitch hit for Hall, and if they tie the game up, he'll stay in to catch. And Navarro's batting 125, no homers and 3 RBIs. And that's going to be a pop up down the second. Knobloch makes the catch. So 2 balls hit down the Knobloch, 2 outs. And we'll have a pitch hitter here for Hernandez. Let's see who's going to come out. They need a base runner here. Can't hit a 2-run homer without a runner on. Let's see who's going to come out of the dugout. Do we want him? He's got too much power to be bringing out now, I would think. That's the problem if you bring him out now.
Iwakuma.
Then you're wasting his power. I mean, I don't think you bring Huff in. Iwakuma is going to come off the bench. Iwakuma. We'll bring him off the bench. We'll save Huff. Save Huff for a runner being on. Iwakuma coming off the bench here. Need a base runner. Tampa Bay's down to their last out. Iwakuma, his first plate appearance of the year. In 2007, he batted .285. He had 7 homers and 34 RBIs. Here's the pitch to him. Can he deliver here? And that's going to be against the righty at 27. And that is a nice play by Joe Nathan right up the middle. Snatches that ball on one bounce. Surprise, surprise, what I just found. Throws it over to Justin, and that's your ball game, folks. Let's go back and win this game 7-5. As Philip Reynolds joins us here, check out his channel. Let's check out the box score here. As the Twins take both games in Tampa Bay. It was only a 2-game series. And the Twins 7 runs on 9 hits and no errors. The Devil Rays 5 runs, 8 hits and 1 error. How about Mr. Puckett? 3 for 5 with 3 RBIs. The Twins were 4 for 10 with runners in scoring position. Torrey Hunter with the homer. They still left 10 men on base. B.J. Upton had a hell of a game, 3 for 4 with an RBI for the Devil Rays. They were 2 for 8 with runners in scoring position. Upton and Pena both had homers. And they only left 4 men on base. Santana gets the win. He's 2-1. 7 innings, 8 hits, 5 runs, struck out 5, gave up 2 homers. And look at the bullpen. Perkins comes in, 1 inning, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. Joe comes in, gets his 3rd save, 1 inning. And David Price, not his best outing of the year, gets a no decision. 7 innings, 4 hits, 4 runs, walked 5. The walks killed him, folks. Struck out 6 and gave up a homer. And Alex comes in, blows the save, drops to 0-1. 1 inning, 3 hits, 3 runs, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts. Hernandez comes in, gives up 2 hits in 1 inning. And that's your ball game. Take a look here at the standings and the leaderboard in the American League. And the Yankees are 6 games up on Baltimore. The Jays and Red Sox are 6 games back. The Rays are 8 games back with the loss. And in the Central, Kansas City is now a game up on the Tigers. And with the win, the Twins and Indians are a game and a half back. And the White Sox are 3 games back. And out west, the Rangers lead the Angels by 2.5. Seattle and Oakland 4 games back. Mickey Rivers is leading the American League with a 386 batting average. Jose Ramirez, 6 homers for the Indians, leading the American League. And Roger Maris with his 13 RBIs, leading the American League. And now Dick Bozeman with a 0.64 ERA is leading the American League with his ERA. Tiant and Wakefield with 3 wins. And JJ, BJ, and Wetland with 4 saves on the year. Kenny Lofton's leading in the MVP voting. And Tim Wakefield's leading in the Cy Young. The next game on the channel will be a National League game. Let's see what game it'll be. How many game series it'll be. Not hardly. Not hardly, Clinton. I wish. They're going to be tough, though, those Yankees. Their pitching is just blowing them away. I'll show you the pitching here in a minute. It's really pitching more than it is hitting. Let's see what the next game on the channel is going to be, though. And it looks like it's going to be the Cubbies taking on the Mets. Kyle Hendricks going up against DeGrom. See how many game series this is. 2, 3. So that's a 3-game series with the Cubbies traveling to New York to take on the Mets. And let's go to reports. Go to pitching. As you can see, the Yankees leading in the league with a 2.47 ERA. Kansas City's got a 3.02. The next team, like I say, it's pitching. The Yankees are winning with pitching. Yep, only giving up 25 earned runs. Haven't gave up a single unearned run. Fielding, too. Getting the fielding. Haven't given up an unearned run. That's what the Yankees are doing. Look at the Dodgers with a 2.52 ERA. Next closest team is the Mets with a 3 ERA. Yeah. If there are any more stats you guys want to look at, let me know here. I'll bring them up. Yeah, I'll bring them up if anybody wants to look at anything before I get off of here. Alrighty then. If that's everything, I want to thank Clinton Parks, Philip Reynolds, check out his great channel, and Ken Castro for stopping by today. And if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, folks. Hit that bell, and like Clinton said, hit that like button. It helps out and it don't cost a dime. Till next time, team hitting. Yeah, we can look at some team hitting. Give me a second here, Clinton. Toronto's hitting the cover off the ball, man. 267 batting average, 20 homers. Like I say, let's see here. Look at batting average. The Rangers with a 272 batting average. Look at that. Then it really drops off. 236 for the Twins. Yeah, it drops down to 236. How about the National League? 266 for the Giants. 258, a little closer in the National League. 258, Colorado Rockies. Let's see here. Stolen bases. You got Kansas City with 20 with Wilson and them. Yeah. And in the National League, you got the Reds with 20, Astros with 17, the Dodgers with 10, and the Mets with 10. So you got 4 teams in double digits. Just the Indians and Kansas City in double digits. Oh, 72 total for the American League, 19 caught. Yep. And 94 and 24. Yep. Yeah, I'm not very aggressive, Clinton. Not very aggressive with it. I'm the Earl Weaver. I don't like running myself out of an inning. I'm the 2 singles and a 3-run homer type guy. Earl Weaver ball. I mean, Billy Martin's is probably my favorite manager, but I'm not a Billy Ball guy. Not a Billy Ball guy, but I liked him. He's leading in homers here. Got the Indians, man. That's a powerful team. Those Indians, 25 homers. Yeah, exactly. Yep, I'm sure it will be, buddy. Yeah, you and Ken are a lot more aggressive. I try to get a little aggressive, but yeah, it's not just my nature. Yeah. Oh, you have a good one, Clinton, buddy. How about the Giants' 31 homers? All righty, guys. Get off here. Till next time, you all have a great day and take care.